Have you ever wondered what the difference is between I have been and I was? Or when to use since and for? And what about words like annoying and annoyed? Many English learners feel confused about these small grammar differences. But don't worry. In the next few minutes, we'll make everything simple and clear. Let's begin with I have been and I was. These two expressions may look similar, but they describe different ideas. When you say, I have been busy, it means the action started in the past and is still continuing now. Your past is connected to your present. For example, I have been tired all day. This means that even right now you are still feeling tired. But when you say, I was busy, you are talking about something that happened in the past and already finished. Example, I was busy yesterday. Yesterday you had many things to do, but now you are free. So the idea is simple. I have been means the situation continues until now. I was means something ended in the past. Listen to this example carefully. I have been hungry since morning. This means you are still hungry now. But I was hungry in the morning means you were hungry earlier, but you probably ate already. One sentence connects the past with the present. The other talks only about the past. Second topic. Now, let's move to another common confusion. Since and for. These two words are small, but they are very important. Teaching tone. Since talks about the starting point of time. For talks about the duration of time. For example, I have lived here since 2020. Here, you are telling the exact time when it started. But if you say, I have lived here for 5 years, you are describing the length of time. Think about it like this. Since equals when something began. For equals how long it continued. Here's another example. I have known her since childhood. That means you met her when you were a child and you still know her now. But I have known her for 10 years tells us the total duration is 10 years. Important rule. We usually use since and for with perfect tenses, especially the present perfect. For example, I have been waiting for an hour. I have been waiting since 5 p.m. But saying, I waited since 5 p.m. is incorrect, so remember this small rule when speaking. Third topic. Finally, let's talk about annoying and annoyed. These words look almost the same, but they describe different things. Teaching tone. Annoying describes the thing that causes the feeling. Annoyed describes the person who feels the emotion. For example, that noise is annoying. The noise is causing irritation. But when you say, I am annoyed by the noise, you are the person feeling irritated. Here's another example. The movie was boring. The movie caused boredom. But I was bored. That means I felt the boredom. Instruction tone. This pattern works for many similar adjectives. For example, annoying, annoyed, boring, bored, tiring, tired, exciting, excited. Clear rule. If something creates the feeling, use ing. If someone experiences the feeling, use ed. For example, my job is tiring. The job makes me feel tired. But I am tired. I feel the result of that work. Another example. My friend is interesting. My friend makes people curious. But I am interested. I feel curious. Summary. Let's quickly review what we learned. I have been means something started in the past and continues now. I was means something happened in the past and finished. Since shows the starting time. For shows the duration of time. And annoying describes the thing causing the feeling,
while annoyed describes the person who feels it. These small grammar details may look simple, but mastering them can make your English sound more natural and more professional. So next time someone asks, "Why are you tired?" you can say, "I have been working all day." And if loud traffic is bothering you, you can say, "That noise is annoying." Not, "I am annoying." Remember, you are annoyed, not annoying. Words may look similar, but their meanings can be completely different. Before you go, try repeating this sentence with me. I have been learning English for 5 minutes since this video started. Great! That sentence used have been, for, and since all together. Keep practicing a little every day, and soon these grammar points will feel completely natural.
Before we finish, let's look at a few more examples so these ideas become even clearer. Because the more examples you hear, the easier it becomes to remember them in real life. Real-life conversation example. Imagine this simple situation. Two friends meet after a long time. One friend asks, "Why do you look so tired?" The other friend replies, "I have been working all night." Notice the sentence carefully. I have been working all night. That means the work started in the past and continued until now. The person is still feeling tired because of the work. But if the person says, "I was working last night," that only describes a past activity. It does not necessarily mean the person is still tired. This is why choosing the right tense can change the meaning of your sentence. Another simple situation. Let's imagine another example. You call your friend on the phone. Your friend answers and says, "Sorry, I have been studying for my exam." This means the studying started earlier and probably continued until the moment you called. But if your friend says, "I studied yesterday," that means the studying is already finished. Again, the difference is small, but the meaning becomes very clear. Since versus for, daily life example. Now, let's see how since and for appear in everyday conversations. Imagine you meet someone new in your office. You ask them, "How long have you worked here?" They might answer, "I have worked here for 3 years." Here, the word for shows the duration. But if they say, "I have worked here since 2021, now they are telling you the starting point. So remember, for equals duration, since equals starting point. Once you understand this idea, using these words becomes very natural. A common mistake many learners make. Many English learners make this mistake. They say something like, "I am here since 2 years." But this sentence is not correct. The correct sentence is, "I have been here for 2 years," or "I have been here since 2023. That small change makes your English sound much more natural. Annoying versus annoyed, daily example. Now imagine you are sitting in a quiet room trying to study. Suddenly, someone nearby starts playing very loud music. You might say, "That music is annoying." The music is the thing causing irritation. But if you want to talk about your feeling, you say, "I am annoyed." You are the one experiencing the feeling. But be careful. If you say, "I am annoying," you are actually saying you are the person who annoys others, so the meaning becomes completely different. Another emotion example. Let's look at one more pair of words, exciting and excited. For example, the football match was exciting. The match created excitement. But when you say, "I was excited," you are describing your emotion. The same rule works again. ing equals cause of the emotion, ed equals person who feels the emotion. Short story example. Let's put everything together in a short story. Imagine a student preparing for an important exam. He says, "I have been studying for 5 hours." He started studying earlier and is still studying now. Later, after finishing the exam, he might say, "I was very nervous before the test." That feeling happened in the past and ended. Then his friend asks, "How long have you been preparing for this exam?" He answers,
I have been preparing for 3 months. Or he could say, I have been preparing since January. Both sentences are correct, but they show time in different ways. Final encouragement. Learning small grammar differences like these may seem difficult at first, but the more you listen, practice, and speak, the easier it becomes. Fluent English is not only about learning big words, it is also about understanding these small but powerful grammar details. Practice together. Let's practice one more sentence together. Repeat after me. I have been practicing English for 10 minutes. Great. Now another one. I have been learning English since last year. Excellent. Ending motivation. If you practice sentences like these every day, your confidence in English will grow step by step. And soon, using phrases like I have been, since, for, annoying, and annoyed will feel completely natural. Keep learning, keep practicing, and remember, every small improvement in grammar brings you one step closer to speaking English confidently.
Have you ever wondered what the difference is between I have been